Welcome to the Webby and O'Neill channel. Today with us, Justin Moorhouse. Good lad. Plenty of topics to talk about with him today. Plus, the Newcastle and Man United game.
There's three things, Justin, I want in life. Is one, Manchester United to become the greatest team in English football again.
Yep.
Two, the Jam to reform.
Right.
And three, a third series of Phoenix Nights. More than anything. So just, obviously, before we get into the main...
Shall I say what order I think they'll come in?
Yeah, go on then.
I think there's more chance of United being a great team, then the Jam, then the third series.
Really?
Yeah.
No, because we heard about it a bit, well, a couple of years back now, that the third series was actually been wrote. I don't know how true it is.
Right.
You know, looking at it, it's one of my, if they're not, best things I've ever watched on TV. Right. And it's one of them you can watch on a Tuesday, watch again on a Wednesday, you can watch it all the time. So how do you get into it?
I just started doing comedy 20 years ago. That's how long ago it was. And I met, I met Peter at a do at the Aero Club in Chadderton. Yeah. And he was doing a show and met him afterwards. And I said, oh, I'm a comedian as well. And he's like, all right, okay, chatting. And I knew he was making this program. And I said, could I have an audition? Because I was interested in what it was like when you went for an audition. And he went, yeah, you can have an audition because you're the only one who's not asked for a part. Everyone else had just said, can I have a part? So I went just to sort of do it. And I did that audition. Then the next day, I did an audition for Danny Boyle for two things. I never got that part because I think I said to him, have you seen Shallow Grave?
Yes, I have, yes.
So before we started talking, Danny Boyle said, is there anything you want to ask me? I said, you know Shallow Grave? He said, yeah. I said, you know that scene where they're burying the bodies and it's illuminated by the tailpipes? He said, yeah. I said, you know in Goodfellas where they're burying the body and it's illuminated by the taillights? He went, yeah. I said, when does homage end and plagiarism begin? And he went, yeah, cheeky. I didn't get the part. So, and then I did that, then did two series of Phoenix Nights. And it's a long time ago now, really, but...
It's still, it shot me there by saying 20 years, Justin. It's absolute classic. So, young Kenner in the City shirt, before we get into stuff, who made you wear it? Was it a joke? Because I know it must have hurt you. Well, wearing it all the time.
I can't believe you never heard this story. I've said this a million times.
I've never heard it.
So I go for the audition and you go for wardrobe and everything else like that. They're putting things on the fleece and the hat and everything else. And they say, who do you support? So I said, United. And they went, right, we'll get you a United shirt. And I went, well, what do you mean? They said, oh, you... Because do you remember there was a scene with the Dwarves and they were Bolton fans? Well, yeah. So we can't have you as a Bolton fan. We'll make you a United fan. And I went, nah. I said, he's a knob, isn't he? I said, he'd be a City fan. He wouldn't be a United fan, young Kenny. And he went, all right. So that's what I sort of did. Yeah, I said that.
Because he thought he was a knob?
Yeah. I thought he'll be a City fan. He's not going to be a United fan, is he? He wasn't clued up enough to be a United fan. So I made him a City fan. But the problem was then, is that I've spent the last 20 years, like people thinking I'm a City fan, people, like, if I come to the derby here, people think that I'm a City fan here. Yeah. I opened the programme one year, there's a picture of me in the Welcome to Our Neighbours. Oh. Just going, even though he supports us, he played the City fan. So it's been a funny one, really. I mean,
how did you become a Man United fan?
I don't know, really. I don't know if it's the same for you, but I didn't choose. It just that's what we were, you know. Yeah, it's what we were.
Family.
Family. My mum was stood on the Stretford end when she was like 8 months pregnant with me and all that sort of stuff. And she always says, my mum, she always goes, Best Law and Charlton, they were all right. She goes, but she went, Paddy Creran for me. And I tell him that and he goes, she's a good woman, your mother. I was like, oh, I don't want to think about that.
Did you used to go with your pals or?
Yeah, we didn't have any money to go. I wasn't one of these, like my kids are now, where I take them and everything costs money. Now. So I started coming when I was about 12 or 13 in the early 80s. I started coming here with my own money, getting here for 1 o'clock, you know, walking around town first, being dead excited by everything. Yeah. Like some idiots, mates of mine, will buy a record and buy an album and take it on the Stretford end. Yeah. So we'd come here, we'd queue up at 1 o'clock, and what we'd do is, like most kids when they first come, we'd go in Stretford paddock and then climb over the fence because it was easiest to get in. And I used to stand on the left-hand side of the Stretford end.
We've got Newcastle this weekend.
Yeah.
How do you see the last, say, 10 months have gone?
This is what I think. Hand on heart, this is what I think. I think the dream for anybody who supports a football team is that one of your ex-players comes back and wins your stuff. If Ole was to win the league, even just the league, he'd be a legend. He's already a legend. It'd cement him, wouldn't it? I'm not sure whether Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is the #1 choice Man United manager. And I say that because the Man United manager should be somebody that could be the manager at Real Madrid, Barcelona. Ole wouldn't get another job in the Premier League, probably. If we fired him, he probably wouldn't get another job, would he?
That's based. I have to just pull you there. I get what you're saying, and a lot of people say the same thing, right? But when has the Manchester United manager ever been judged to be on the same quality as like Real Madrid, Barcelona? I'm just saying.
The managers that have won everything.
Yeah. No, is that something what's crept in with football changing and that to your psyche, my psyche, your psyche? I'm not criticising
No, but I think international. I think yes, the chances are Matt Busby would probably never have gone to Bayern Munich and managed because the managers didn't move around like they did then. But I'm saying definitely Ferguson could have been the manager of Arsenal easily, couldn't he?
Oh yeah.
He could have easily been the manager of Liverpool. He could have easily been the manager of any club in the thing. I'm just saying that's where we are with Solskjaer. I'm not having a go at Ole.
Oh no, it's good. No.
But what I'm saying is what he needs, because he's a coach, isn't he? You know, he's not Ferguson. Those managers have gone now.
Yeah.
You know, you either choose a manager that comes in for 3-4 years, or you choose a coach and you develop everything else. But he's not being supported in the transfer market. He's not been, you know, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous that the stories about the players that we're going to buy don't come from anywhere other than within the club.
Yeah.
You know, that's how they do their business. They're just rubbish at it. Do you know what I mean? We should have gone out there and spent whatever it was that Ole wanted to spend on whoever he wanted.
Yeah, it's come out now, obviously, some of the press are saying they give us this list of the targets he put down if he wanted and we never got any of them. Is it right? Is it wrong? We don't know because we don't know what's going on over there. We know it's badly run. But I'm looking at it there, it's like, me and Tony were stood out there before lockdown when we first started this channel, and we were 12 points Tony behind Leicester.
Yeah.
No one gave us a chance. We worked miracles, Justin, to get that third place. He should have been backed. He should have got the players he wanted for us to not to say win the league this year, but to make that 33-point gap to Liverpool, maybe to 18
Progress.
or 15.
Yeah.
Now, for me, it's not happening. For any United fan in the world can see it's not happening. I just think that if you look at the managers we've had, Moyes, Mourinho, Van Gaal and Ole, they've been back the first year, and you see the second year, the money's going down. And we needed to, I remember the other year when we come second behind City with Mourinho, we bought a 33-year-old goalkeeper, a 19-year-old kid, and someone else, I can't remember what it was, and we had to close that gap to City, and City went out and broke their record in Mahrez.
Yeah.
You know, and that's the difference between the
It's dead
two
simple.
clubs.
Yeah, but that's not coaching, is it?
No, it's dead simple. It's dead simple. The problem with United is not coaches, it's not players, it's investment.
Yeah.
You know, if we finish in the top 4, they're happy. That's all they want. Doesn't matter to them whether we finish second or third or fourth. They're not bothered about that. As long as we finish in the top 4. And for me, I just you know, give him some time, and you don't know, it might come good, but we're a long way behind.
I mean, I speak to lots of people, and with what's gone on with the last few managers and with this lockdown and all that, and like, it's sort of killing people. It's like kicking it out of them, the passion, this, that, and the other. Us three sat here, we'll always watch them, but there's a different way of watching. That commitment, lots of people are telling me that they don't want to go.
Yeah.
You know,
it's boring, isn't it, when it's not, when they're not trying.
But the lockdown is like raising that bar to sort of say, I can't be bothered going. Still support the team, watch them and whatever. But that's how it's getting a lot of people, you know.
Here's a question, right?
Go on.
If we weren't funded and financed the way we are, which is you know, and borrowing and everything else, do you think, I mean, I personally think that when Ferguson went, Mourinho should have been the manager then.
I said that the other week.
If David Moyes gets to the quarterfinal of the European Cup, Mourinho would have won it. And we might be beyond Mourinho now. He might have done 3-4 years with us and moved on. He might have brought somebody in like Solskjaer underneath him. I'm not saying, I mean, Mourinho's not that kind of nurturing kind of guy. But I watched that programme. I like him, me. I wish we'd had him from day one. Me.
Mourinho.
Do you know what, lads? I just think that Mourinho, like you said, should have come once the boss left.
Yeah.
It was ideally made for Mourinho to come. He was still one of the top kids in Europe for me.
Yeah.
He was just been released by Real Madrid. And that's no disrespect to David Moyes. The club was too big for him. And when I found out we give him a 6-year deal, I thought, no disrespect to Everton, who are doing great this year, but Everton was his mark. This club was made for Mourinho, and he come me 3 or 4 years.
Mate, you can't get a 6-year deal on a sofa at DFS. There's a reason for that.
Yeah, there's a reason.
Things don't last that long, do they?
Right, well, coming up to this season now, 3 games, bad games, but that's 6-1. Come on. We've had our views on it.
I watched your views. You both come on and you go, words have failed me, and then spent 20 minutes telling you about it. Was just diabolical. I think.
Yeah, but that was anger.
Yeah, I think it was a freak
Anger
result.
and frustration.
I think it was a freak result, to be honest with you. I don't think Tottenham are 6-1 better than us. I think, I think there's a couple of little things that went wrong. I think we're short in a 2 or 3 positions that got exposed. I mean, for me, what summed up this season was Maguire pulling his other defender out of the way.
Yeah.
He was clearing the ball.
Yeah.
That's communication, that's confidence, that's team spirit and everything else. I just think, and I know you both spoke and said it's a shame the international breaks here because they could have worked out on the pitch and everything. I actually think going away, like all of us, we've had time to get over it.
You say time to get over it, but the thing is, there must be people seething inside there, in the changing rooms, in the coaching staff and everything. But the thing is, right, Justin, they're only with each other tomorrow.
Yeah.
On Friday. They're only with each other for one day. Surely that can't be right after a 6-1 defeat, right, to sort things out. The manager, the coaching staff have not had time to get a grip of these players. These players haven't got time or had time to get a grip of each other. What's the system going to be? Now, Martial's out.
He's out, yeah.
Right? Cavani, he's not playing. Do you know what I mean? Now, Bruno might be out with this COVID, possibly, right? But the thing is, Martial's out. But they've not had time to get together and work things out. And I'm pushing like, we've got to go to Newcastle and have a back 5, right? Just be solid and get through the game. Because...
Nick it 1-0.
Well, hopefully nick it.
Yeah.
Right? Hopefully nick it. But the thing is, we've got to just get through that game, right? Because this team, this club, has not been together since I call one of the worst games you've ever come across. So where's the confidence going to be? How are you going to get that back?
The confidence can come by winning that game, can't it?
Yeah.
By, like you say. But who would you play? Which 3 centre-halves would you play?
I'd say I think he'll go Lindelof, Maguire, Shaw on the left-hand side, the new kid at left-back, and the Wan-Bissaka at right-back. I think he'll go that way. Because if you look at some of the games last year, and I thought Shaw did well, playing the left side of the free. I thought Maguire, I've watched a bit of the England games, he looks half right. Maybe that breakaway from Eto'o, Justin has done him the world of good to get away from Old Trafford. But like you're saying, so some of these players might not get back till the early hours of Friday morning. You're going to train Friday morning and go to Newcastle.
Tell us. Don't even know his team.
No.
Don't even know his teammates, and you're saying put him in.
I'm not saying you're wrong. I think he will go in.
Right? Well, he's got to go in.
We've seen that before. We've seen that with the fullback before.
No, but
ever in the derby.
No, but
the worst debut I've ever seen in my life.
Dragged off after 45.
Yeah, but the kid, not met anyone.
No.
So they're all going to meet on Friday, and then what? Yeah. Well, hang on a minute. We've got a new system. They don't even know each other.
Yeah.
The problem's at the back.
Yeah, definitely.
The problem's at the back, and tell us to play. Shaw, 6-1 there. I mean, he run down that line there and chopped that fella down.
He should be playing tomorrow.
No, because he couldn't be bothered.
Or was he angry? Was he frustrated? Or
we've done that. I've done that. You've done that. Yeah. So you know, he's probably frustrated by. They've all come out and they've said they're sorry. Now, I hopefully in my lifetime so that we never see a performance like that. We don't mind getting beat, put the effort in, but that some of them couldn't give a monkey's chuff.
Well, he didn't give a monkey's show then because we was 10 men down, right? And he fully well knew. Yeah. Well, he should have been sent off.
Yeah, he should have been sent off.
Right? Yeah. So, hang on, you've got him next to tell us what he's going to rely on Shaw. To me, the 3 big fellas have got to go in. Bailey, Lindelof.
Injured.
Is he injured?
Bailey got injured playing against Belgium. Looks like an hamstring injury. I don't know how bad it is. but he did come off injured.
Thought we discussed it the other day where he was like, he was okay.
Well, he said he's okay, but Bailey's one of them. He's one of them. I think he's got to be right in his mind, like Silvestri was. If he's not right in his mind, he doesn't play. Hopefully he does play, so.
Webby showing us where his mind is there.
Yeah.
Making sure we all know where the mind is.
Yeah. What do you think of Pogba? Now, he's either people that are a fan of him, or they just like, get rid of him.
I wanted him to be brilliant.
We all did.
I wanted him to be brilliant, and he was brilliant for us, wasn't he, when he was a kid? I don't know, to me, he seems to be playing a different, he just seems to be one half a step too much, one little thing too much, holding on the ball. I just wish he could just get the ball, give it, he can do anything. He can do anything, and he's hanging on to the ball and drawing the foul, and I understand that when he was playing in a poorer team, because when he was playing, you know, a season and a half ago or last season, when he didn't, but he's got Fernandes now, he's got some support there, he's got somebody who can do some of that stuff for him.
Do you think he's playing too deep, defensive?
Going getting the ball, isn't he? He's going getting the ball as well. But when he does play deep, he doesn't defend, does he either? So he's losing the ball midway between, you know, centre half and midfield, and we've conceded goals because of that sometimes.
Well, me and Webby spoke, and after the 3 games, well, you've seen our wording after the game.
It's a breakdown, I thought, more than anything.
Right. The thing is, Solskjaer here, right, is in a big dilemma for this game. In many ways, like I said before, players aren't back and that, but he's under pressure now. His coaching staff's under pressure. He's got big decisions to make here. Now, up front, right, I do believe Greenwood will go up front.
Yeah, he'll play
against Newcastle.
Yeah,
he's a centre forward. Yeah. He'll go there. And
he's had a bit of a rest as well.
Now, that's just for that game. How he's going to do the others, I don't know, right? But he's got to turn it round. If he doesn't turn it round, how long do you give him? And under what circumstances?
See, you're looking at.
I mean, we support Ole. Yeah. We support him.
Yeah.
But the thing is, right?
It's like shooting Bambi's mum, isn't it?
He's starting from the low point. Oh. Yeah.
It's heartbreaking. You can't sack Ole Gunnar Solskjaer.
What's the breaking point here for a Man United fan, right, to see this change?
Out of the top 6 at Christmas.
Right.
Out of the top 6 at Christmas, it's not good enough for us.
That's a fair shout, because the reason why I ask you that is because we've always gone on about we need to see progress. We've been 33 points, right, for the last 2 years behind champions, right? We've got to see progress. So that's the first time I've heard that, right? A definite, right? So if we're six, we're way off, aren't we?
We're still way off, but we're in the hunt. But if we anything out of the top 6 at Christmas,
if you look at it,
he's not going to turn it round.
We've got Newcastle, Paris Saint-Germain, Chelsea. I think personally, if he goes wrong in those 3 games, he's gone. That's only me personally. I don't want him to go, but I just think the pressure of if we don't get a result at Newcastle, we don't start well or put performance in Paris, and then we've got Chelsea here next Saturday at 5:30. It doesn't go well there, mate. I just think, and I don't want it to happen, but I think these people who own us will bottle it.
Well,
there we go.
We've got his view. We've got yours.
Yeah. Come on.
He's going to succeed this year.
You're saying that, are you?
He's going to stay this year.
That's what we want. So that's what we want.
No, I know, but I'm just saying, because I do believe they'll turn it round. Because what I do, I look at last year when it like proper doom and gloom. Chelsea, City, things like that, right? So the capabilities are there, but there's something wrong. And I don't actually believe it's to do with certain individual players. I just think it's the mood, what we're all in, the circumstances we're all in, the lack of pre-season, and they're just being told football. They've got no freedom. You can't take this football, because I ain't seen nothing like this start of football. Leicester, right, on the front foot, took it to City and thrashed them.
Yeah.
Thrashed them. The same team are at home against West Ham, who were one of the favourites to go down, right? Yeah. Didn't even have a shot on target and get beat by West Ham.
Yeah.
Liverpool.
Yeah.
I've never seen the league champions, right? after the second or third game, go and get beat 7-2 by a team what's favourites to get relegated again.
You know,
it don't make sense what's going on.
We spoke about it off camera. There's going to be some right freak results this year.
Yeah.
So stay away from the bookies because you're going to be crying.
Yeah, no, that's
so
right.
There's going to be freak results. There's no one to give Spurs to come here. No one to give Villa to beat them. No one to give West Ham to win at Leicester. No one to give Leicester to win at City. So
it's thing. But the thing is, we'll finish on a freak result. Saturday, score.
United to win 3-1.
We used to always do well up there till a couple of years ago, didn't we?
Don't remind me of last year.
No, but we've gone up there, so I've seen them at 6 up there a couple of times doing a 5.
When you say you've seen them, you're quite far away.
Yeah, you are at the top of those stairs.
3-1, Webby.
Yeah, that's the score I normally used to go for. And I'm going to go a scruffy 2-1 victory.
I'm going 0-0.
Oh.
So, no, don't put us in it, so.
Put your score predictions as well. And if you think a back 5 is needed, let's have it. Give us your opinions. Before we finish, Justin, where can we hear more of what you're up to? Any comedy shows? Anything?
There's not a lot going on at the minute. I don't know. Everything's changing, isn't it?
Well, it's changing.
Tier 2, Tier 3, Tier 1. We're all in tiers here.
Yeah.
But I've got a podcast that people can listen to.
Yeah.
Yes,
So
very good.
It's a good podcast. It's called About 30 Minutes, Not More Than 45. Loads of people on it this week. Stan Chow, the artist.
Chow,
He's on this week. So, download that from all your favourite podcast places.
Anything?
BBC Radio Manchester.
Do a bit on that on Saturdays, Radio Manchester. Yep. And I've got a table and 4 chairs for sale as well. So
table and 4 chairs.
Yeah.
Contact the man on Twitter.
Yeah.
And let's get them sold.
Justin, there's been a great geezer here today.
Yes.
Thanks very much, my
you.
mate. We're definitely back after the game, Newcastle.
Hopefully with 3 points.
Hopefully. Don't be giving me looks like that. Please leave your comments, press the like button, and please subscribe.
Thank you.
Thank you, Justin.
thank you.
Watch more videos here.
Please subscribe to the channel here, and please leave all comments down below, please.